If miHoYo were to buff Yae Miko Zhongli style, here's how I personally think they should do it. A common criticism I've seen for Yae Miko is that she has high on-field time relative to other sub-DPS characters. However, in my opinion, I don't think that high on-field time is necessarily a bad thing. Even if you're not a main DPS, I think it's okay to have a little longer field time than 1 or 2 seconds. I've seen Albedo players complain about not seeing Albedo much on their team because they just use his elemental skill and peace out immediately. Is it really such a bad thing to see that character you like on the field more in your team rotations? I don't think it necessarily is. That is, if there's a purpose to that on-field time. But my point is that not every off-field DPS has to be the same old deploy your elemental skill once on a long cooldown, and then maybe your burst before switching off. So my proposal is this: add damage instances to each of Yae's elemental skill casts so that her on-field time feels like it has more meaning. Yae's on-field time doesn't feel as purposeful as it could because her elemental skill cast doesn't do any damage at all. Furthermore, they should add invulnerability on the startup of her elemental skill. It even looks like a dodge when she warps because she literally disappears at one point, so I'm surprised it has no iframes at all. Yae's burst could use some adjustments too. Her burst energy cost is a little too high and its cooldown is a little too long if you ask me. If you look at Ganyu's old cooldown and cost, it's night and day compared to Yae Miko. It'd also be nice if Yae's burst had a short crowd control stun effect so that the other 3 lightning bolts that follow it are guaranteed to hit. It's not like an enemy getting paralyzed by a giant purple magical lightning bolt wouldn't make any sense either. It would also give her ult some more utility, like you could use it to lock an enemy in place and then throw out Ayaka's burst, for example. I'm not saying to make the stun as long as Zhongli's meteor petrification, but just make it long enough to let the follow-up lightning strikes from Yae's burst hit. With all of that said, I don't think Yae is actually that bad of a character as she is currently. She's not super meta, but she's also not an explicitly bad character either. She's completely usable in my opinion, gameplay-wise. And at least personally, I feel like she's pretty fun and appreciate how low her elemental skill cooldown is, especially for overworld travel. The quote-unquote problem with Yae is just that she isn't exceptional, and I think that bothers a lot of people because they like her character so much. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Take care and have a good one.